Hello, hello! Perfidious Pete here, back to get blown to smithereens by a bandit and his bucket of bombs behind the bitter barrows of Perfidious Manor in Darkest Dungeon. Yep, things are looking grim, but don't worry, I got a plan. I've got a plan. I know that everybody's afflicted and that most of our team looks like the inside of a shit sandwich, and that our chances seem even worse than licking the inside of said sandwich. But you know what? I think it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay, because what are we gonna go do? Well, we're gonna go fight the Brigand Wolf. We don't really have a choice. But, here's the thing. As a kid, I played a shitload of Kaboom on the Atari 2600, and it's time for my Kaboom experience to finally start paying dividends. What do I need to stop a bandit or a robber? I guess the guy in Kaboom was like some kind of bank robber. I don't know, he's like a jailbreak guy. He had on the classic I'm in jail striped shirt and like a bandito mask. Also, I think he wore a beret, which never made sense to me. Maybe he was like a French prisoner. Anyway, I know how to stop a bandit in his bucket of bombs. I know what to do. You get 3 buckets of water, and when he hurls bombs at you, you just catch him. That's it. That's all there is to it. He'll throw the bombs, you catch the bombs, everybody goes home safe and happy. And that is what we're gonna maybe make an attempt to do here. So let's get rid of all of our trinkets. Why the concern? I've seen nothing horrific. Well, I mean, it must be nice to be you, Hober Washburn, except I saw your death scene, and I'm gonna say that was pretty fucking horrific, actually. What do we want to do for Wash? Do we really want to go with minus? I mean, these things are all nice. Normally we take the Crusader's orders, and then we just take also the Commander's orders, which give us bonus crit, bonus healing, bonus blight resistance. But here's the thing. Do we really want to go with a bonus virtue chance and a small stress penalty? This is not a hugely stressful mission. The death blow resistance is nice. I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty good. But what I'd really like to do is maybe give you the Ancestor's Pen. Or alternatively, even better, we could counter +3 crit with -3 crit. Say, yeah, you'd be crit neutral, and then we could just give you an extra 25% damage for a little penalty to speed. And honestly, I think that's the better call, and I think it's what we're gonna do. What about our boy, then? We're taking Henry Blake on the mission, mostly because he's one of the very few guys who doesn't have a huge and overwhelmingly crippling stress penalty right now. He's going. What are we gonna give him? We're going to give him, I think, the Houndmaster's Collar because we want the damage. I would love to pump up his dodge. I don't really want to take a stress penalty for that, and the bonus to bleed here is pretty good. It does make him a little bit difficult to heal, though. Maybe we'd be better off to really just crank up his dodge. We're definitely going to go with the Cudgel Weight because the Cudgel Weight is amazing. If we're going to be using mostly stuns, then wouldn't we rather just be more dodgy and less concerned about our damage? No, because we need damage. Single target damage is actually going to be big for us. The bonus bleed skill chance is also not... You know what? No, we're going... Trust your instincts, Pete. Trust your instincts. Even though your instincts have only ever betrayed you in this world. Now's the time... You've been playing long enough. We've been at the roulette table forever. We've been trusting our instincts the whole time, and they've betrayed us 100% of cases. But you know what that means? All it means is that we're due. Gambler's fallacy be damned. We're due for a win here. I'm very seriously considering taking Junia's head. Pete, it's 5% extra stress heal? Yeah. But I don't like giving up max hit points. Junia's head is just like, you know, a little extra stress, some of which we're going to get rid of. This does look... You know what? I'm doing it. I want as much healing as I can pile on my ass, and I don't want to take any HP penalties. Because HP penalties are tough. The Brigand hits hard. He hits real hard. So these are our trinkets. These are our trinkets. Let's make sure everybody's camping skills are also on the up and up. I'm pretty sure this group is well... Yeah, their camping skills are 100% solid. This is our Darkest Dungeon team, after all. And if these guys can't handle a Brigand Wolf, ain't nobody can handle the Brigand Wolf. What else are we going to do? We're going to, like, double prep. We're taking all of the goodies. 4 shovels, even though we probably won't need them. 4 anti-venoms. We're really going to overspend on this one. Bandages, I want a full stack, actually. 2 medicinal herbs, no key. The key I'm going to pass on, and you know what? Only 1 holy water as well. Torches, 2 full stacks is ample. Hey, don't be doing to this, Mr. Caretaker Die. Don't give me the whole, oh, look at me, I'm an unholy abomination from beyond the pale. Flishy flashy, look at my true form. I don't need to see your true form. I know what lurks beneath that Glasgow grin. You're not fooling or surprising anybody. I know you're a tentacular abomination, and that when the king in yellow summons you, you will come to his court and reveal your true self, and then you shall ravel amongst the bones of the slaughtered. Yeah, I know. I'm more worried about the brigand wolf than you and your reveling and the bones of the slaughtered. Mostly I'm worried that the bones that you're going to be dancing amongst, those bones of the slaughter, I'm worried that there's going to be my bones, and I really don't want my bones to be those that you're dancing on. So as I understand it, the pathway is the same regardless of whether you go left or right. It's pretty much a parallel mirror. It's a darkened mirror, a black mirror, hoisting us on the petard of our own social media habits, even as it lays us low. How much health have you guys got? Not a lot. We might be better to go with stuns and directed damage here than go for the aggregate damage with the bleed. Comes a little blanket fire. Alright, minimal damage out of that. That's fine. All we really want to do is make sure that nobody gets pounded really, really hard right off the bat. Nobody get pounded hard. You guys hear me? You save that hard pounding for when you're at home alone with your significant other. Then you can take a hard pounding all you like. 1 hit point shy of a kill. Okay, 2 damage for Henry Blake. No big deal. These guys are not, they're not exactly blowing my hair back with the damage. So we double up on these cats. It's fatal damage on both, but they're still both going to get a shoot in all likelihood. Although we could stun... You know what? No. Yeah, it's fine. I was actually kind of going for a Hound's Harry there, but now that I think about it, that outcome is respectably okay. These guys are dead, so we don't have to worry about them. The dodge is beautiful! So I really want to go for some stress relief. We don't really need healed that bad, and if we are going to go for stress relief, that means Padme is going to get to go another round. Little bit of tiny heal. More importantly, 10 stress relief. We're going to be able to kill this guy. We'll get him on a speed roll. That guy's going to die from the blight. All we need to do is hit this dude for 5 damage. Well, shit. Yeah, there's the critical. Okay. We knew it was coming. Honestly, I would rather have you just target whistle. Go ahead and mark this guy. He doesn't get a go again. He dies on his turn. So we got a little bit of critical as well. Got some of that stress back. Then we'll drop 1 stress heal. Caitlin Stark. I'd love to get off another stress heal. I really don't think it's gonna happen though. Battlefield bandage. Just get 3 little bonus hit points. Remember, we have no camps between us and the final chunk of this dungeon either. We have no opportunity to camp. The most we'll be able to do is eat a bunch of food before we go in to fight the Brigand Wolf. So we want to try and keep everybody at the top of their game. Tip-top shape. More fights, huh? Alright, well, we're still in Radiant Light, which is good. What are you? Brigand Hunter. You're new. I don't like this at all. At least we didn't get rabies. So, I don't want to get hit by any of these guys. I think it's time for us to liberally apply some stuns. We made that guy skip his turn, which seems useful. I'm going to go for the AoE heal rather than the targeted heal. That may have been a mistake. We can start putting a bunch of blight damage on these 2 cats in the back row, though. I don't hate that. The other thing I don't hate is maybe going for the Jacques here. Didn't get as much mileage out of that as I might have liked. What's your stun resistance? It's going to be almost impossible to stun you, so instead, I'm just going to stack on more blight. If we had a chance, or if I thought we had a chance at getting a stun there, I would have gone ahead and thrown it. Another Rabid Rush. Oh good, we are bleeding everywhere and criticaled all the chunklets. Here comes another Blanket Fire. His Blanket Fire does a lot more damage than your average garden variety friggin' Blanket Fire is supposed to do. You know what? Murder this man. We got him just enough with the bleed. That was beautiful. Okay, we got to go for the big heal here. Oh, what a timely critical from Rita Morgan. Yeah, no blood left for the leeches. In the meantime, would you maybe throw another Jacques here? Not quite enough to get the job done, son. Wow, you're really bleeding a lot. You have 6 per round for 2 rounds? That's 12. I mean, you're bleeding 3 for 4, so we're at basically a wash either. Oh, we cures both of us, right? I forgot. You and your bleed can suck my hog. Get him. We don't want to take shots from this. Yeah, he's dead. Dog on dog action? Oh, come on, man. We don't go for that bestiality nonsense. Not here. Also, these fucking rabid rushers have criticaled us almost every single shot. We got to go for the stress relief here. Where our stress levels are getting pretty much out of control. Why are we healing for so little as well? I'm genuinely curious about that. We should be getting a lot more mileage out of that AoE heal. Oh good, we got rabies. Well, rabies doesn't really matter, I suppose, for you. It gives you a tiny accuracy penalty, but your accuracy isn't really that important. I don't want to get hit by 2 dogs again. I will take 1 dog is acceptable levels of damage. 2 dogs, though? No, I'm not doing that. Wash is going to heal himself for 6, but more importantly, he's going to get back a bunch of that stress he just took. And then all we got to do is win a speed roll so we can crank this dude down. So, of course, we lost. We're going to be bled again. Well, we resisted the disease, but got whacked for the bleed. That's okay. We'll just cure it. And, well, I was going to say you want to stun that guy, but we actually stunned his ass to death. Yeah, Rita Morgan. Quit complaining about the blood. Instead of complaining about the blood, how about you just make the things that are making you bleed stop being alive so they can't make you bleed anymore? Have you ever considered that? We're going to bandage that up. There's no reason to not keep ourselves in tip-top shape. We don't have far to go, and we have a super abundance. We have a super abundance of, like, interactable curio trinket thingamabobs. We got an abundance of supplies, probably is the word you're looking for there, Pete. You got plenty of supplies. That's the word. Just use the word. There's going to be a fight in every room. That's the other shitty thing here. Doomsayed, okay. Maybe we should have taken the bonus virtue chance. I'm beginning to regret having... We're getting criticaled on every single fucking shot here. As I was saying, we're getting criticaled on every single fucking shot here. Also, I'd like to point out our entire team lost a speed roll there. Every single one of us lost. So we could have Rita go for a straight up heal. I think we're going to have her go for the self heal and the damage. And again, we're going to go in favor of damage here. Between the bleed, we're like, okay, we have fatal damage on that, man. Good. We can ignore it. Our stress levels are getting out of control, but I don't want to leave these guys undamaged. We're going to take more stress from just not killing them than we will if we can whittle them down a little bit before we go into stress heal mode. I'm tempted to go... You know what? I'm beyond tempted. I'm actually just going to go for the stun here. That guy was dead anyway. Really all I was looking to do was stun this brigand hunter. And speaking of stuns, you are not hitting me again, sir. We're putting your shit on straight up 100% full lockdown. And this dog is going to be dead. Well, it's going to be very, very close to dead. Yeah, that sucked. One, because we really needed that. We really needed that heal. Oh, good. She's only bleeding for 30. Let's turn that 30 into a 0. She still may wind up on death's door from a blanket fire here. Oh, but we once again criticaled. We're taking so much friggin' stress here. Perfect time to get dodged. Perfect. Absolutely just exactly what we needed. Considering we can't camp. Well, you have to hit yourself with the big heal. And I'm not taking any more damage from that stupid shitting dog. Man, this is The stress on this is just unrealistic. And mostly it's because we just can't stop getting critical. No one is bleeding. If we hit... That in and of itself is not fatal damage, but in 2 turns it will be. I'm not getting hit by this man. We have to take an opportunity to do some stress relief here, but we also really need some aggregate heals as well. We have to stress relieve ourselves. We can't not, or any source of stress puts Wash over the top. Okay, so we can kill that man. He's dead. That Blight makes it fatal damage. We got a little bit of extra bonus from the critical as well. You're very stun resistant, but we also are very stun prone. This is 164 base. You know what? We can stun this guy twice. Fuck him. We'll stun you back to back, dog. I'll put you on full old school lockdown while we heal. Now we're starting to get a little bit of mileage out of that AoE heal. And speaking of heals, let's do a little stress healing. Because Padme's seen better days. Not fatal damage, but close. That's fatal damage. I'm actually... I was hoping we might go triple stuns, but that was just being greedy. So, what can we do to get rid of some stress? Effectively nothing. Wow. Yeah, this does not look good. So if memory serves me correct, we want to go this way to the... I want to get to the Brigand in the shortest time possible, simply because, look at every time we get into a fight, we're taking just an unhealthy amount of stress. And it's almost exclusively because of criticals. So go for the AoE heal. Why AoE heal there, Pete? Because I'm actually looking in that scenario. I'm really interested in getting a critical. That's all I'm doing is farming for crits on that guy. We're going to try and kill this man before he gets a chance to do much to us. We've got a stress heal. Who has the most? 87, 69, 73, 80. It's actually Wash himself. I'm going to forego damage in favor of getting rid of some stress. No crit. No crit. Unfucking believable. All I ask is that you not critical me, and yet I'm getting continually criticaled over and over and over. It's like the game isn't even listening. It really is. Throw a little more blight damage at that man. He's 1 hit from fatal, and he got his turn anyway. And he didn't critical us. Did manage to get off a bleed. How big of one? Not really a very big one at all. Nice shot from Rita Morgan. The stress relief is very nice. Wash is going to stress relieve himself. Do we think we can stun this guy 3 times in a row? Absolutely not. He has currently 210% stress resistance. That's a lot of stress resist. Let's go ahead and start putting some damage on him. Like a lot of damage. Like catastrophic, crippling levels of damage. What do we got here? We got him ticking for 9. Give me a big heal on Caitlyn Stark. Just don't critical with like 6 of these range. Okay, that's perfect. The dodge is exactly what we needed. You have not quite fatal damage, but if we just club you and stun you once, it becomes fatal damage. 74, 73, 79. So Padme's getting that one. Actually, wait, that's Rita Morgan, not Padme. No wonder! No wonder we've been getting we've been getting hosed here. We've been calling her by the wrong name the whole time. Nothing will make a lady furious faster than calling her by the wrong name. That's just... Well, one, it's extraordinarily rude. I think we may have actually reduced our aggregate stress slightly there. This holy water, we're not gonna... Okay, who's got the most stress? Wash, that gives you a little bit of stress resist. Nope, it doesn't. I actually thought that would give you some stress relief, but I was definitively and demonstrably wrong. I really don't want to not, you know, I actually feel a little guilty about calling Rita Morgan by the wrong name. That's how you get your rabbit boiled, gentlemen. Not remembering the name of the lady who's with you. You'd be like, what are you, especially if you do what I did and call her by the wrong name. I actually called her Padme. Not remembering her name, I honestly think is not as bad as calling her by the wrong name. So here comes 5 criticals from a single blanket fire. Nope, just a bunch of damage. Wait, why did we get stressed from that? All right, I'm not getting hit by this infamous bloodletter. This guy has a shitload of health. He has 87 health. That's a truckload. I don't want to have used the big heal there, but we're effectively 1 critical from very, very dangerous territory, and I don't really feel like that's worth the risk. We got to start pumping out damage, and it's nice to see Hoban Washburn finally land a clean shot. Give me the stun here. There we go. We're going to get a little extra damage out of that stun. We got some blight ticking on those fellas in the back, but not taking damage from them is beautiful. We should still be able to stun the big man. Yeah, we got him wrecked up pretty good. Okay, I mean, we're making this fight. We're doing all right. We're making some progress. That's fatal damage. That's my girl, Rita Morgan. She's like, yeah, see what happens when you call a girl by the right name? She's way less pissed off. We are going to take a blanket fire, yep. It didn't critical, so that's fine. That attack apparently just is a stress attack, I guess. I did not mean to throw the stun grenade there, but it worked, so I'm not that salty about it. I don't know why his blanket fire is a stress attack, though. That's actually disconcerting in the extreme. We really need to go for the AoE heal here. The crit is nice. Give us, I was going to say a little bit of stress relief, and when I said a little bit of stress relief, I mean very, very little. Wash taking 8, no big deal there. The stress is unfortunate. Wash is actually going to need some stress relief. We hit that guy with another pick of blight, we might be able to pick him off. Nope, we need 1 damage out of something. I don't want to get hit by that guy. There's a chance we could always beat that dude later on the speed roll. Do it, Rita. The critical, though! Rita Morgan is everywhere I want to be. Hoban Washburn is doing all of the stress relief that I want to do. We did beat this man on a speed roll, and he has fatal damage. I really would love to drop back and give a Cry Havoc, but we can't. We may as well target whistle. There's a non-zero chance here that we could get 1 more opportunity for stress relief, or, you know what? Cheap heal. A little AoE heal is technically a chance. We did get 1 more chance for stress relief. Wash. Heal thyself. Okay. So that fight went surprisingly well. We're going to use this bandage. We can take everything but the deeds. I'm comfortable with throwing the deeds on the floor, mostly because we really don't need them. Onward we go. Yeah, I know you got a lot of stress there. The guys, the traveling stress, though, that is not okay. Taking stress from walking around stress is unacceptable. On the plus side, though, we have made it to the Wolf. So here comes the bomb. Well, that's gonna hurt. How much health have you got? 192. We have to eat the thing. How you are not stun resistant at all. Well, let's just do that then. Start stacking on the blight. I don't remember how the barrel o' bombs works. I'm just gonna say we focus on bringing the wolf down as fast as possible. If there's nobody around to throw bombs at us, we don't really have to worry about it. Get them. And that summons a dude. Yep, okay. Keep whopping the wolf, though. Time's up. Oh, good, it criticaled. Perfect. Yeah, Rita Morgan is probably dead thanks to that critical. So Caitlin Stark is going to be also nearly dead. I don't like this much at all. We're in all likelihood going to lose someone. Yeah, that critical helped a lot. Okay, can we get a healer an opportunity to go here? Tower shield. Oh, you're guarding another guy? Well, we're not going to be hitting him, so it hardly matters. I would have loved to have had Hoburn Washburn get an opportunity to take a shot here, but it's not worth it. That was the war cry. That's just a stress attack. Man, it's fine. I'm really more worried about the bomb. Rita, very timely critical. Time's up, though. Well, that's still putting us on death's door because that's a shit ton of damage. Ooh, Caitlin Stark is focused. Oh, good. She got a virtue just in time to get killed by a bandit. Oh, no, gonna throw a bomb at Wash. All right, that's fine. Anybody who can heal, though. I'm tempted to go for the... No, do it. Do the damage. If we have to lose one person, I only want to lose one. You're gonna tower shield. Okay, we can do this. 12 damage is not great, but it should be enough to let us hang on. And the Brigand Wolf is very close to dead. Another war cry. Wash is getting very close to having his resolve tested. You can do all the damage you want to Wash. Now's the time for him to actually take damage. Simply because we should have actually swung at the guy who was guarding, so we could have hit the Brigand. That would have been a better call. Critical the bomb barrel. Okay, nice dodge! Rita Morgan has been so on point this mission. Time's up. Hoburn Washburn taking 45. Didn't even put him on death's door, though, because he's a champ. Blake is in trouble. If we keep... How much we got? We got 6... 3... We keep piling on the blight. Oh, we take damage every time we hit the bomb barrel since when? Didn't know that was actually a thing. Oh, this is bad. Okay, he's gonna tower shield. He only has 25 hit points left. He's very close to actually having fatal damage. What a critical! Rita Morgan continues to be the super all-star. The Brigand Wolf now does have... Yeah, suck it. Who's got fatal damage now? Oh, you got fatal damage, dog. And that bomb's not even gonna go off. Brigand Wolf, you can lick my dong. And you're good at it because you're a dog. You got practice with the lickery. Well, let's just make that be fatal. I'm not gonna mess around with this guy. Let's just straight up kill him. And I can't believe we got through this fight. And you know what? All credit to Rita Morgan. Despite the sincere discourtesy I did her of not remembering her fucking name, she still turned in what has been an absolutely stellar performance. Absolutely stellar. Props to Caitlin Stark, too, for the very timely virtue. Still, though, mostly, yeah, props to Rita Morgan for carrying us through this mission by main force. And we done. That's it. The Wolf is dead. We get a health stone and a double-edged pendant. Well, I do want those things because we need all of the cash we can get our hands on, so this dog tree can go on the floor. And might as well get rid of these shovels. We can sell those. Yeah, we're not going to continue adventuring. We're getting our ass back to the hamlet. How'd we do on cash, though? The only crest reward was the Wolf's Tassel, huh? Well, I mean, we still got about 10,000 gold out of it, so we still managed to turn a profit. How badly did we get screwed on virtues? Okay, we got a disease, which is unpleasant. Clumsy is terrible. Thick-blooded is basically a wash. The Og, okay, that's bad. Balanced, I would be more salty about balanced replacing Eldritch Slayer, but Blights don't get the bonus from damage. I mean, they don't get the bonuses from damage abilities like Eldritch Slayer. Even if we throw a Blight at an Eldritch monster and it gets blighted, the Blight part does not do extra damage. Minus 1% crit replacing Witness, though, really sucks. A lot. Taking a crit penalty on your healers is bad. Criticals have a stock. They have like a... I wonder if that applies, though. Because plus critical does not make you more likely to critical. Critical has just a stock chance. By hateful curse or malign miracle, it seems even death may be defied in this damnable place. Only one of these soldiers can be returned to the living. We can bring someone back from the dead, though. Hey, your name is not Jay Gatsby, by the way. There's a T in that, Jay. What's going on here? You're Jay Gatsby, please? Jay Gatsby? What the hell is that, man? I'm thinking we may be bringing this. Okay. I can't remember what these guys do. Winifred? Oh, right. You sucked. You were terrible. Shane was pretty good, though. Come away, Shane. Come away. Who else was good? Oh, this is Snape. Never mind. I was thinking this is Russell Franklin. Is Russell Franklin even dead? Oh, Russell Franklin ain't even dead. Oh, well, we're bringing back Shane, then. Shane. Come back, Shane. Yeah, come back, Shane. Shane. Shane! Come away, Shane! There he is. Shane is back from the dead.
Persistent.
Also back from the dead. Sweet. I feel good. We managed to resurrect the legendary gunfighter Shane, although it's going to cost us a fortune to get his friggin' skills and shit back. Actually, wait a minute. Why does he have all of his skills locked? That's weird. We'll look into that next episode. This one is done. If you enjoyed it, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Support really does mean a lot. If you'd like to see Shane's Ali-like return to the ring as he gets back in the saddle, might consider subscribing as well. New episodes of Darkest Dungeon every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Right now, thanks very much for watching. I'll see you again soon.